And now for something completely different.
What's up everyone, it's Blue here from Blue Bears Games, and today I am very excited to bring you a review of a product from the channel's very first sponsor called the Arcane Fortress Stained Glass Radiant 100 Plus deck box. First, let me tell you the story of how this collaboration came about, but if you want to skip right to the review, I have time-stamped the video so you can skip right to it. I was contacted in early December by the Arcane Fortress team with this opportunity via email. I was skeptical at first because I've been emailed many times over the last year with similar opportunities, but all of them had issues when I did research on the companies. Either they came back as scams, or the products didn't fit well with what I do on the channel. When my partner and I researched the Arcane Fortress company, none of those issues came up. And also, the products that they produce were completely aligned with what I do for the channel, so I agreed to do the collaboration with them. After I agreed, they asked me to choose between one of 6 deck boxes that I have pictured here. Naturally, I chose the Hidden Island deck box because it goes well with the theme of my channel. After some back and forth of information sharing, they shipped me the deck box a few days before Christmas. The package arrived at my home safely and relatively quickly considering the shipping delays that we all experience during this time of year. When the package arrived, it was actually my partner who got it and contemplated opening it herself, but then decided that it's probably better if I do just in case I had something planned for this very video. She was just as excited for this opportunity as I was, but I'm glad she waited so that we could examine the deck box together. I opened the package, and inside was a product that both my partner and I were blown away by. This deck box is not only functionally great, it's also absolutely gorgeous. Her words, not mine. So, now that you know how this whole thing came about, let me show you the deck box and its features in all of its splendid glory. Please keep in mind that I am not a professional when it comes to reviewing products. What you are about to see is just a guy who has a small YouTube channel with no formal training that wanted to just share his love for a game. What I'm about to go over is 100% my honest opinion and experience with the product. Here we go. When you receive the box, this is the packaging it will come in. Their logo is on the top. This is what the front of the package looks like. You got a couple different notes about it on the sides, on both sides. And then on the back, it tells you the features of the deck, which I will go over for you very shortly. So let's just open it up and I'll show you everything about this box. So the first thing that you will notice is how vibrant the blue color is. I don't have any of the other 5 that they produce, but if they're all this vibrant, I can't wait to own all of them. So we start off with on the top, it's stamped with the Arcane Fortress logo. On the front, it has this wave because this is the Hidden Island version. On this side, there's nothing stamped on it, but on this side, there is a Radiant 100 Plus stamp on it. One of the things that you'll start to notice is that it has that textured feeling that I really like. I have multiple sclerosis, so this extra little feature of being able to grip onto it is quite helpful sometimes. I've actually dropped boxes that were smooth before, so I'm hoping that the little texture here will help prevent that from happening. The stitching, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it clearly, but the stitching is very well done all the way throughout. I have a couple of boxes that are kind of like this, that the stitching, you can see some of the stitches popping out, but this one, it's not like that. So then we gotta go ahead and open it up. And this is where the beauty comes in. This is how it looks when you open it up. This nice little stained glass artwork is beautiful. My partner and I, when we got this box and we opened it up, we were actually quite awed by it. It was just breathtaking. So it's a nice set of artwork for the deck box. One of the other things about this is that this material here is kind of rubbery. It's not a felt or a microfiber like a lot of the other deck boxes out there that are similar to this. This is nice and smooth, and it has a pretty cool feature on it that I wanted to show you. A lot of people, when I was doing research on this, the complaint was, why would the artwork be on the outside or on the inside, not on the outside? There's reasons. I mean, the outside having this texture makes it easier for people like me. But here's something that I don't think that anybody thought of. I don't know if you can do this on a table, depending on what the board state looks like, but here's a randomized 20-sider. A lot of people buy those dice holders where you can roll in them, but if you didn't notice, you can actually roll on this thing if you want to, and it comes out just nicely. There's no problems with it. So that's one reason why you could have it open. Also, some people like to put their decks on the matte part, or some people even draw their deck from inside the box itself, and then they put their graveyard on this. So you may have reasons to keep it open. The next thing that you'll notice is that it came with dividers, and it came with 3 dividers, not just 1 or 2 like the other people do. one of the first things that you'll notice, and you may have to feel it for yourself, I can't really tell what the material is, but it's the same material, the rubbery material, that this part has. So they seem to be water resistant, so that's a bonus. And they come in the shape of like a card catalog, so like you can do a divider there, there's one for the middle, and then there's one for the right. And of course, if you want, you can orient it to where they're both to the left or both to the right, and then one middle. So that's a nice little added feature, and they give you 3 of them, and they're thick too. One of the cool things I found was that they're not like that normal plastic, so you can just sit there and bend them and bend them and bend them, and nothing really bad happens to them. So just a nice little added feature. Now you may have noticed that this deck box looks a little odd because it's a little longer than the normal horizontally oriented deck boxes that are similar to this, and that's because they gave you this right here. This is actually a cool feature. I'm going to put the deck box aside and just concentrate on this. This is a little extra box that you can put things like counters or dice or what have you, and in fact I'll even show you that right now. So I have here just a whole bunch of different random dice, and I'm going to throw all of them in there. And it's just random sets of dice. You may want to put just all 6-siders. It depends on what the deck that you're building and what your needs are. But you can put them in here, and then it goes right there. And the magnet that holds it is strong. It's really strong. Like, I can pull the deck box. I actually have a deck I'm going to put in here later, and I'll show you again, that you can just pull the whole deck box. These magnets are really strong. Also, they're strong on this part here, which I have to also mention. One of the features that I liked about the magnets on this is that you can't see them. So on other versions of styles of deck boxes like this, you can see the little divots on all parts where the magnets are. And on this one, like here is where they usually are. You can't see them. They're supposed to be those little divots here, and they don't show up right here. So that's a nice other little feature that I liked about it. Anyway, so here's dice. So there's also the ability to do something else. You can hold the counters, which I have a whole bunch of right here. I don't know how many this is, but it's quite a lot. And the deck box likes to stay closed, so that's good too. A whole bunch of counters. I don't know how many that is, but that's a lot, and it holds a lot. Again, you can just put them in here, put them right on the deck box, and go. So let me get rid of these. I want to show you something cool also. I'm a big fan of having ways to not lose your dice. So something that a lot of people won't think of, take your 20-sider. If you really are afraid of losing your dice, I probably 3 or 4 times a game, I'll roll a die off the table. Put the dice in, give it a little shake. Remember the old Yahtzee things where you can just, you know, they give you the cup? And look, I rolled a 15. Close it up, do it again. No, that one didn't work. You got to play with it a little bit, but it's a nice little cool thing you can do. I got a 10 on that one. Got a 5. So you can just play with it a little bit and see how that works for you, but it's just another added little thing you can do if you want to. So I'm going to leave the dice in there for now and put it back on here. I wanted to also point out something that's really fun and cool to do. I sit here all day. I've been abusing the box a lot just because I wanted to check and see how durable this was. So I sit here all day and I see how far I can take the magnet and make it so it doesn't just stick. So depending on angles and everything, again, it's a strong, strong magnet. The last thing I want to show you requires me to show you decks. Okay, what I have in front of you is 100 single-sleeved cards in Dragon Shield mats. On this side, I have 100 double-sleeved cards in Dragon Shield mats with Ultimate Guard inners. Okay, so these are double-sleeved, these are single-sleeved. I want to show you how this works. I had very high doubts that 100 double-sleeved cards would fit in this deck box. So let's test that and find out. So let me bring the deck box in, and I'll show you first 100 single-sleeved cards in the deck box fit very, very easily. Look at how much room is left over in that box. Plenty of room left over in the box. So that's 100 single-sleeved cards. Double-sleeved cards, again, I had my doubts that this would fit in here, but look how easy this fits in. And I'm kind of, you know, one of those people that likes to have everything lined up, so let me line that up. And there you go. That's 100 double-sleeved cards. Let me also show you that you can fit the dividers, which, by the way, are quite thick, right in there. They fit in there. Not only do they fit in there, but there's even a little bit of room for 1 or 2 more cards left over. It's easily to come out, and I don't think you can do it. Oh, yeah, you can. Look at that. You can easily put it all back in without a single problem. I want to also point out the microfiber inside. It's supposed to be water resistant, so that's quite helpful, but you don't really want water around your cards. One of the things that I really actually liked about this deck box, aside from that, was that when you double sleeve cards, they come up with this hump on the end of the cards, and it makes it so that they are sloped. most people use like heavy books or some kind of other things to get the air out of the sleeves. I actually just used this deck box with these dividers, and it actually helped me get the air out nice and easily, to the point where when it stands, it actually stands as if there's no, like, it's 100% even all the way around. No slope, and I don't know if you can see it from the angle there, but it's not really angled. And when I go to push it down, not a lot of air has to come out, so it doesn't really rise very much. So that's one of the cooler features about this box, is that it's just big enough to fit the 100 double sleeve cards, but gives enough room that you can put the dividers in, and you can get the air out by just leaving it in there for a day or two. So I thought that was a pretty cool extra thing that you could do. One extra thing that I wanted to do was that I wanted to show you that since my partner and I, we really like this deck box so much, we wanted to give you the full experience of unboxing one. So I went out, and as a customer and not as a partner or a sponsor, went out and I bought one additionally for her. So I'm going to show you what it's like to actually open this box up from the beginning, because there were some things you didn't get to see. So I'm going to cut this open and show you how they ship it, and how it comes to you, and then what the actual opening of the box is. So it comes in a poly bag, and then they wrap it in bubble wrap, which is always nice because it helps protect the box. And we got her the green one. So let me get this out of the way. That was the receipt. So here's what the green one looks like. So when you open it when you get it from the beginning, it's just like the other one. The box is the same. So you got to open it, and open it like that. It comes wrapped like this. It's a little different than what I opened for you because I was playing with it for a couple of days. So it comes wrapped like this in another bag. You put that aside. And this is the green one. She's a big fan of green. Her decks are mostly green. It comes with basically what looks like the Tree of Life on it. Again, the Arcane Fortress on the top, and then the Radiant 100 Plus. So this one's a brand new one, right out of the factory. See, it comes with little papers to protect everything. Here is the dividers, which it says it comes with 3 every time. This was what the stained glass art looks like. That's actually cool too. I like the stained glass art. I'm actually a big fan of stained glass. Here's what the dividers look like. So, cool stuff there. Same felt or microfiber inside. That's supposed to be water resistant. And then, of course, this, which also comes with a little bit of protection in it for you. So you close that up, take all the paper out of it. Same thing, strong magnets. And there you go. And that, my friends, is the Arcane Fortress Hidden Island Stained Glass Radiant 100 Plus deck box. To quickly recap, this box is great in both form and function. It holds 100 double sleeve cards, comes with 3 durable dividers, has water resistant nanofiber material on the inside, has a textured outer material for better grip, comes with an extra box to store things like dice or counters, and has strong magnets that you can't tell are there to hold everything in place. I have bought and used numerous different deck boxes over my 30 plus years of playing card games, and honestly, this may just be the best damn one on the market to date. That's actually the reason I agreed to do this collaboration in the first place. This product was just that good. If I had to give this box a rating, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars easily. The only issue I have with it is that there is no carrying case that will fit multiple of these in it at once. I know that the Arcane Fortress team is working on different products right now, so it's possible that we may see something like that in the near future though. There's one last thing I want to say before you go. I liked the box so much that I joined their program. What that means is, if you go to www.arcane-fortress.com and do actually decide to purchase any of their deck boxes, playmats, or sleeves, if you use discount code BLUEBEAR at checkout, you will receive an additional 5% off of your order. This is essentially the channel's first official sponsor, so if you want to help the channel out while also saving some money for getting a great product, please remember to use the code before you hit purchase. That's all for now, but please stick around and watch some of my many deck build videos. Who knows, maybe you'll either build or purchase one of my decks so you can put it in a shiny new Arcane Fortress Radiant deck box. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon.